Hey everybody, wow, Jimbo here. I never thought this day was going to come, but not without some issues. Today's video is sponsored by King Metals. They've got all your fabrication needs in one location. From hinges to hardware, balusters to metal decor, brass to aluminum, and a whole lot more. You name it, they've got it. Check them out today at kingmetals.com. Now let's get back to today's video. Wouldn't you know it? I've waited all this time to get some concrete poured and hoping everything goes as good as it could. And the pump's broke. So, needless to say, it looks like I'm gonna have some landscaping to do. The truck is here. We take you back there. We are getting some concrete on the ground. You know, I'm a concrete contractor for 40 years, retired. I didn't think I'd be having to work and do my own concrete out here, but now we're shorthanded since the pump's not working. And we are finally getting some concrete on the ground. Yeah, let me get the front out here. Right? There we go. All right. Finally getting some concrete on the ground the hard way. But hey, I'll bring you back in a little bit. I got to get to work, and I'll show you when the slab's all down. All right, well, we're about an hour and a half in. We got 3 out of the 5 trucks down. Starting to look pretty good, starting to shape up a little bit. And the weather's cooperating. You can see right there, we've got some dark clouds, but for the most part, it's supposed to be pretty nice today. That's what we're hoping for. I'll bring you back when we get everything poured out. All right, well, all the concrete is down. That took 5 yards. The guys are just finishing up the slab right now, probably about another hour or so. I'm just taking it out with a machine right here to get it nice and flat. So, anyways, good progress on the shop concrete today. I'll bring you back in just a little bit and show you the finished product. All right, well, there it is. The actual foundation, the concrete slab is poured complete. It's been saw cut, the forms are stripped, and we've got this portion of it done. Let me get up in here in the slab and see if I can maybe show you guys a little bit about how things are going to go and what things are going to be. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure you can see the split down there. You can definitely see a difference between the pad and this area out here. This area here is actually a 12-foot by 54-foot 6 lean-to or covered patio area. That's going to be really nice to store some things out here or even sit out here in the afternoon. And then this here, of course, is the concrete pad itself for the building. It's 30 feet by 54-foot 6, I should say. I know it sounds like a weird size, but I had to get that 54.6 to be sure I didn't exceed my square foot coverage that they allowed me to build here on the building. So I'm within a foot now of the square footage, but all in all, it's all done and complete. Now, did it meet my expectations? Me being a concrete contractor for 40 years and doing what I consider A+ work, it's not quite there. However, the good thing is the slab right here, and that was the most important thing to me, is the slab was flat and level, and that it is. The guys did a pretty good job of getting it flat and getting it level. The attention to detail and some of the other things I don't even need to go into or show you because it's not really that important to me. Other than that, the guys did a great job, and I'm glad to have this behind me and be able to move forward on the next phase. Which brings me to tell you the bad news. After the building manufacturer told me that they couldn't really order the building until they saw pictures of the slab being poured. I don't know, maybe they've had some bad experiences in the past where they've ordered some buildings and people never poured the pads and buildings were wasted and they didn't want to pay for the buildings. I don't know what the deal was. So that's the only thing I can think of. So anyways, when I first signed up for this back in May, they told me 4 months before I'd have a building. Well, here it is, October, and I just got the word after I sent them the pictures the other day of this thing completed. They told me 16 weeks before I would see a metal building. Now, needless to say, that didn't sit very well with me, but my hands are tied at this point. The company, I'm not going to mention the name. They've been taking a lot of abuse over the years. I'm not going to go there, but they're probably the only ones in the east here, the southeast, that does these buildings. So my hands are tied, and they know it, and they don't care. And they said it is what it is. We'll get to you when we get to you, type of thing. So anyways, that's the bad news, but there's nothing I can do about that. So meanwhile, I got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a lot of underground work to do. I've got some drainage to do. I've got a driveway to put in right here, which I'm going to go ahead and put in, and some miscellaneous other things. So we're going to capture some video of that, and hopefully one important thing that they did say is, if we have a cancellation, we'll get you right in. yeah, right. Those are always the good things to say. But you never do know. I heard that there are cancellations because some people like me, who at the point when he told me that, I wanted to tell him, I don't care about my deposit. I'm done. Take me off your list. I'm not going to do it. That's the way I felt at the time. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, and they back out. So maybe that happened. Maybe something like that is going to happen, and maybe it is going to get moved forward a little bit. That's our only hope. I begged and pleaded to the manufacturer company and the company that sold me the building, my case of where I'm at or where I stand. So hopefully, something good will come with that. But until then, we got some other things to do. I'll capture that on video. Thanks for all your support, guys. Thanks for hanging on with me on this thing. We'll get through it, and we're going to have a dream shop complete one of these days. All right, until then, I'll see you on the next episode.